So what's this experience been like? Kind of first year you see this whole higher ground thing.
It's definitely a big shock for me. We didn't do anything like this in the Ivy League. Obviously, getting off campus, being with the whole team, surrounded by everybody that we're with all season, bonding together, growing together, being out here practicing together all the time. We got our locker room, team room, everything's so close to each other, so you're always around the guys on the team, bumping into the defensive guys that maybe the offensive guys don't get to bump into as much when we're on campus because the meeting rooms are all over the place. So it's cool to be able to eat dinner with everybody, sit with some of the DBs, wide receivers, bond, connect with everybody.
This seems like a you place, right? Like this seems like a place you love.
This is something I enjoy. I get to bounce around, talk to everybody. I don't care what position you play, where you're from, how long you've been here, how old, how young you are. I'm gonna be friends with you, talk to you, love you up.
What's the most non-Quaker thing you've done so far? It's not like there's a bunch of fishing and hunting.
No, there's not. It just honestly, I was in Philly for 5.5 years, so I was in the city. Never got out into the country like this, in the mountains and stuff. Came here, got here in January. I was home in Manalapan, New Jersey. That's not really the country either for a month. Got here in January. I've been in Cincinnati since then, and it was nice to come out here. First day I got here, me and Dorian Jones, Debo, we went over to the lake. He started fishing. I was sitting there with him just enjoying it. But it's nice to get out here, get out of the city a little bit.
What happened to the mustache?
Hey, it's in a regrowth process. So for 4th of July break, my mom is not a fan of the mustache. So I knew I would only be home for that little break the whole summer, so I said I'll shave the mustache for Mom and start the regrow when we get to camp.
You've been a little bit guard, center, both guard spots, bouncing around a little bit now. How does that versatility, you feel like, help you understand the offense and what you guys are trying to accomplish?
Yeah, obviously it's a center-heavy offense. The center's making all the IDs, the points, the protection calls, and all that. So I think we've done a really good job between me and Gavin getting that down pat and learning it. I know Gavin's really good at it too, so when he's in there with the ones and I get to be in there with the twos, get to help those guys out, try and teach them what I know. But bouncing around from guard to center, it's not a very big deal to me. I've kind of played all over the line my whole career, but it's something I'm enjoying, getting to learn both sides and messing around with different techniques on each side.
If you're going to be a Jason Kelsey guy, you got to know both, right?
You got to be able to do it all.
You talk a ton off the field. I mean, how is it on the field, or are you allowed to say any of that? Because I know you O-line and D-line guys, it's not like you're hugging and kissing.
No, it definitely, first day of full pads is going to be a little chippy, but I know that we're all just trying to make each other better, and at the end of the day, we all love each other up, and we talk to each other about how we can make each other better. I love getting off the field, going up to Dante, Damo, Briggs, asking about how they felt when I did this kind of technique, this kind of punch, this kind of lift. So getting feedback from them really helps us, and I know it might look like we're chippy on the field, but as soon as we get in the locker room, it's best buds.
What's the dynamic like between the offensive line and the running backs? You talked about getting to know everybody. Is there an extra emphasis there with them?
I mean, obviously, we have I guess a duty to protect them and protect the quarterback at all times, and we got some running backs that are going to run the ball freaking hard this year, and that makes our job a little easier, but it also makes our job harder because it means we got to block a little harder for them, and especially when they're pushing the pile and they're holding the guys up, we got to get to the pile and push them from behind. You see that a lot during the team periods, guys pushing an extra 3-4 yards, and that could be the difference between a first down and a fourth down.
When somebody says outside zone, what's that mean to you?
Running off the football, being an athlete. That's something Coach Cardwell preaches on. If you want to run off the football, you want to be an athlete, this is the offense for you. You really got to be able to move. It's a lot of moving pieces when you get guys stunting in front of you. You got to be able to pass things off, and it's something that it takes a lot of practice and a lot of time to get used to, but it's something that we've been working on really hard since the spring.
Cool, we good?
Thanks, sir.
Awesome, appreciate you.